The next recipe is the mousse. This is another really stupidly simple recipe. And the thing about it is I'm making it tonight because we don't have, I usually use Cozy Shack. Cozy Shack is a really nice brand of pudding. We don't have chocolate Cozy Shack. We have a lot of rice Cozy Shack and tapioca, but we don't have the tubs of chocolate pudding. So I'm using the instant Jell-O pudding. I'll move the broccoli away. I don't want to get any broccoli in my pudding. Sometimes whenever kids come up and ask for cookies, because we give out cookies downstairs, and when they come and ask for cookies, sometimes I say, "Oh, you're going to love this. It's a broccoli cookie." No, they get really upset. I feel bad sort of sometimes, not ever really. So what I'm going to do, here it is. Open her up. This is instant pudding. It's okay. You know, it's not earth-shattering, but it's okay dessert. And then I'm going to add my next favorite find in the grocery store. I think I talked to you guys last time about this Mayfield Dairy Pure milk. It's a Dean's Food product, which I really don't like. But what I do like about the Dairy Pure is that there's no artificial growth hormones, so there's no GMOs in this milk. The cows haven't been given additional hormones to keep them producing, so it doesn't put hormones in us. So I'm really happy about that. So keeping the milk cold, I use 3 cups of milk per the package instructions. 2, 3. And then with a great deal of finesse, I add it to the pudding. That's so hard. Okay. This is kind of the hardest part about it, is whisking it for 2 minutes. You can also use, of course, you can stand over the stove and do a cooked, chocolate dessert pudding. You could also you could just make a cornstarch pudding, which I love. And that's not really too hard, but all that is cornstarch, salt, and really good cocoa, and milk. And that's just cornstarch pudding. No egg. If there's got egg in it, you have to stir it over, forever. But the cornstarch puddings are really easy. You guys made cornstarch puddings before? No? Super simple. So it's already starting to thicken up, but it will further thicken in the refrigerator. It's a pretty quick meal, right? I mean, nothing much to it. See, okay, so now it's nice and thick-ish, but it'll set up in the refrigerator. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the fridge. Actually, what I'm going to do is, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and add all right, so we don't have espresso instant downstairs. So I had to get regular instant. I used Maxwell House. You can find espresso powder other places, but not here, okay? So I'm using regular coffee. It's okay. Nobody's going to die. But but it's just not as flavorful as if you used espresso powder.
What if you don't like coffee? Is there
Well, this is a mocha pudding, so mocha is coffee.
yeah,
Then you
no,
just
but
don't do it.
If you don't like coffee, you can leave it out.
Leave it out.
Still on.
Of course. You can still make a mousse. It's just not a mocha mousse. So I'm using a tablespoon of this stuff. You can actually use a little more if you want to. But I want to add a little of the soft serve. It's soft now. I want to add that into the granulated powder, and just start dissolving it a little bit so there's not giant chunks of instant coffee floating around your pudding. There still might be a few, but not too many. I'm going to add that in. Chocolate and coffee are awesome together, aren't they, Mary? Aren't they?
I don't drink coffee.
You don't, but do you use coffee in your chocolate at all?
No.
Well, this chocolate and coffee are really good together. Lots of times when I'm making chili, or if I'm making enchiladas, I'll use some leftover coffee in the chili sauce. It darkens up the chocolate. It gives it a little more interest.
So how much coffee?
I put a tablespoon of regular coffee in. You can use more or less. But you want it to taste coffee-ish. You want it to taste like coffee. So you keep monkeying with it until it gets to where you want it to be.
So you're using instant coffee?
I'm using instant coffee, not regular coffee. Because I don't want to add additional liquid. Okay, so that's going to go in to the fridge for a few minutes. But it's even made it a little darker chocolate colored, which is always nice. Okay, this goes in the fridge. This will also be down on the salad bar tomorrow, probably, because so remember, Mayfield pure, dairy pure, no hormones. Usually you have to pay a lot more. If you're downstairs and you're shopping around for organic milk, you're going to be paying a lot more. That's why I thought this was such a deal. And they also have whipping cream. Yay. Okay, frozen bowl. It has some weird lettering on it that it picked up from the freezer. I don't know why. It's my writing though, so it can't be all bad. So now we're going to make the whipped cream. So this recipe is awesome because it's nothing but pudding and whipped cream. That's it. Pudding and whipped cream. You can actually, I think you can actually use Cool Whip if you want to go that way. 3/4. Okay. So this is. In reality, you're supposed to chill the beaters and the bowls and everything that you're going to be whipping the cream with and all that stuff. I didn't do that. It still comes out just fine. Okay. Mayfield also has, the Dairy Pure also comes in heavy whipping cream. So 3/4 of a cup in a frozen bowl. I'm making the whipped cream. Who asked the question? Mary, that doesn't have a, I'm sorry. Okay, so what this is this is a Mocha Mousse, and it's the dessert portion of the program. And so it's just chocolate pudding with the coffee flavoring in it and whipped cream. I'm going to fold the whipped cream in it, and that's it. This is why you wear an apron. Don't forget to put the sugar in. I use confectioner sugar, so you have to double it. You have to double the ingredient. If you use confectioner sugar, because it's already pulverized sugar, so if it calls for a tablespoon, you want to use 2 tablespoons of confectioner sugar. This is such a cool recipe because if you don't like coffee, Judy, you can add orange. You can add an orange flavoring to it. You can use, anything, you know. You can even make vanilla. You can make a vanilla mousse. You can make a caramel mousse. Sorry?
I can handle a little bit of coffee in it. I was just wondering if it was awful without the coffee.
No. So it's a soft peak now, and that's where I'm going to stop. So I got a little more in there. You guys use real whipped cream at home? Everybody? Mm-hmm. Nobody? Yeah, use real whipped cream at home? It's easy. It's, yeah, the. Okay. The Ready Whip. Yeah. You know, there's actually aerosols that you can buy for real whipped cream. Did you know that? Okay, so now I'm going to fold this whipped cream into our coffeed chocolate pudding. Simplest mousse ever.
Okay, I'm having that. What are you giving the rest?
Ah, just give me the bowl. And you'll be up all night. If the caffeine in the coffee doesn't get you, the chocolate caffeine will. So this will actually set up just a little bit more. So easy, right? Yeah. Everybody can do this. And you'll be such a rock star. You can add Cointreau to it if you want to make a little orange mousse. A little orange liqueur mousse. Okay. Not bad. Y'all ready to eat?